150 years ago, in 1872, the incandescent light bulb was invented, the first Arbor Day was celebrated, Ulysses S. Grant was president, and Oklahoma was still decades away from becoming a state. Also in 1872, the town of Muskogee was born here in Oklahoma. And to help us look back at the history ahead to the future is Muskogee's Mayor Marlon Coleman. Good morning, Mayor.
Good morning.
Of course, it wasn't Oklahoma back in 1872, but boy, I just wanted to get your first impressions. How does 150 sound? What does that mean to you?
It sounds surreal and amazing all at the same time. I think it's so significant to where we are as a community on the day that we're celebrating the third phase of 50 years. Oklahoma wasn't a territory, but Muskogee was one of those places that was considered to be extremely welcomed to everyone. And to look at where we've come from the first set of 50, with it being such a diverse population, to the third set of 50, where it's first African-American mayor, it just feels surreal.
And it has some connection to you, right? Because, I mean, there's a lot of symmetry with the numbers, 1872 to you.
Yes, I was born in 1972. And so it feels great in so many different ways. And I'm in awe about the whole situation of how the dates are falling into place. I mean, this year, the 150th city, this year Muskogee turns 150 years old, the same time as first African-American mayor turns 50. I mean, it's all kind of symmetry and excitement for me personally, but more importantly for the people of Muskogee who are really enjoying the way things are going in our community right now.
150 years, as we've been seeing some of these historical photos there, not all towns make it to even 100 in Oklahoma. Some of them didn't even last the first 100 years that we were a state. What does it take to be around for 150 years as a city, as a community?
I think as a community, it takes strength, it takes courage, it takes a sense of pride in who you are as a community, because Muskogee was organized before Oklahoma was even a state. And to see that it didn't dwindle away over time, it actually prospered and grew and is growing to this day. I think it takes all of that, and it also takes a strong sense of commitment from the people who live here. We've got a very prideful community. They love Muskogee, and they're doing everything they can as a team to make Muskogee great.
In this birthday year, I know you all had a recent New Year's block party. You provided us some pictures of that. So how did that go? Just the first event of the year, the first of the 2022. Tell us a little bit about that.
Considering that it was in the low 20s in terms of temperature, it went amazing. I mean, people braved the cold. They came out to hear live band performances. There was a great fireworks display at the end of the event. It went well. We had free cupcakes, free food for the residents. And I think it says to me that our community loves itself so much that they were willing to brave the weather, come out on New Year's Day and help celebrate Muskogee in a big, big way as we kick off our 150th celebration with a number of events throughout the year.
Ooh, these cupcakes are looking good. We're seeing a lot of pictures of those. Bummed I missed that. Hey, Mayor, what do you have planned for this year? I just wanted to go. I know the Roxy Theater they're trying to get some momentum behind doing major renovations there. What are some things that you would like to see happen this year, and some plans that you do have that are set in stone at this point?
Well, one of the things that we really want to see is a renaissance in Muskogee take place, where we regain so much of what we had when we were established as a community and as a city. And so we're looking at housing improvements and developments, widening major corridors throughout the city, making a place that we can live, work, and play here in Muskogee. A lot of our entities are doing their own activities in association with the 150th. We have a big rodeo planned on the 4th of July. And so our community is pulling together in all sorts of ways to be certain that Muskogee gets the due just it deserves in terms of turning 150 and still surviving and thriving for the people that love to call it home.
You mentioned the 4th of July. Of course, there's always the Azalea Festival. What's kind of the next step for Muskogee, the next big thing that people can look forward to going and attending and taking their loved ones to?
The next big event is actually the Martin Luther King Day celebration here at the Martin Luther King Jr. Community Center. We've got a big band coming out of Tulsa to be here with us. There's going to be a parade. There's going to be a huge after party. And so that's the next event next Monday. And it's just so exciting that our next event is on that day, because Dr. King was about bringing people together. And in Muskogee, we're seeing now more than ever, people are united, coming together to make our city great.
Mayor Marlon Coleman, happy 50th and happy 150th to you all at the same time.
Thank you. Thank you.
We appreciate it for your time.